Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT, and now looks like it's time for the old school vintage classic sports car for a custom race on Gran Turismo Sport. So, looks like it's time to get ready to try it out on the Jaguar E-type Coupe 1961. So, looks like earlier, just definitely gonna have to take some practicing for having yesterday's workout for it. So, let's just take a good look at the specs on the performance of this classic sports car for it. Max horsepower is 264, max torque is 260.3, weight pound is 2,866, and the drivetrain is FR. Now, looks like very good to see it on the look of the transmission. It also has 4-speed transmission by default, and then this might be able to have a fully customized non-synchronous sequel transmission that will also to add 5 gear to be able to have a better adjustment to make it more faster for it. Now, looks like it's going to be quite good to get ready to go. Now, looks like it's time to get ready to have some few extended rounds to get going in for it. Now, I'll be able to race on the branch hedge Indy circuit, and this will be able to race on noon. Well, I really guess that classic sports car is definitely now fully premiumized for the first time in GT Sports. So, looks like this is going to be quite look on the top left that also shows that nice fancy looking style detail view to be in for it. Now, I'll be able to get set up with all the opponents to be able to get ready for it. So, I'll be able to do 6 laps, and this will be able to get ready for a test to see how good the Jaguar E-type might be able to face up with tougher opponents. So the N-class category of this classic sports car is the N300. This will be good because this will be able to go top-notch British classic car for it that will also get chance to race hard against the modern sports car for it. But I can't say that this is fancy looking style from the 1960s that will be quite very good for the Jaguar for it. So originally for it, that was the letter type of the E-type model, and probably the F-type was definitely 2014. That looks pretty good looking style, was definitely based off on the E-type. Now, looks like racing on the branch hedge Indy circuit, so let's go and get everything prepared for it. Now, looks like take a good look at the interior view on the top left for it, because I might be able to look around for it, because I'm just definitely enjoying to take a little bit of classic car for a spin. Well, unfortunately, I'm just going to have to take this for a little practice, see how good this E-type can go for it. Now, looks like this is going to get a little bit tougher for it. Just going to have 4-speed transmission to beat all these N-class cars with classic and modern to be able to go in for it. Now, this will be able to get a little bit cherryish to be able to go close in for a night. That will be able to get pretty hard challenging for it. Okay, looks like Ford Focus and Nissan Skyline might be going in for it. Just gonna go inside, just follow that apex to get in for it. Perfect. 3rd speed will be able to get a little bit closer for it. Now, looks like time to get a little bit close up to the 4th speed transmission to kick it up a notch. First turn definitely shown on the braking point. This will be getting a little bit caught up to it. Very high expensive sports car was definitely built with 4-speed gear will be able to go a little bit much faster to take a little chances to reach 1st place to win. Now, looks like this is going to be closer for it. Now, this E-type is going to be good to catch up to the 1st place leader for it. Only got to think that this will be in 14th place, because this is going to be one challenging race to be in it for it. KTM Expo R. Looks like they just want classic sports car for a challenge for it. Now, this will be able to get a little bit better to have to keep racing hard for this classic British sports car to try not to let the X4R to get overtake. Because this will be able to have third lap to be in the middle of the lap. Only got 3 more to go. Now, probably the good time to switch back in, and oh man, this is gonna be a little bit rough around here. Yeah, concentration is definitely the important key of racing technique that will also to stay focused whenever you're gonna have to be in first. Now, looks like this is gonna be good. 6 more to go, and this might be coming in much closer for it. E-type is gonna have to take better to have that better fast improvement for it. It looks like there's that Ferrari GTO. Pretty good to have that classic Ferrari sports car to be in for it. Hidden headlights supercar is gonna be quite coming in at you. Okay, 2 more laps to go. Let's see how this E-type might be able to get a little bit better to stay on the apex. So this might be getting a little bit chance to a profit racing performance for it. And looks like very perfect British sports car, the Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Pretty cool to be able to have another British sports car to be able to race with. Now, looks like perfect opportunities with Aston Martin and Jaguar to be able to have a race for it. So, looks like pretty good for the interior view to be seated in for it. It was definitely green detail for it. So, this is very good to see for itself. Now, looks like it's gonna have to coming in a little bit closer for it. 4 more cars to go, because this will be able to get a little bit chance to have that 4 speed to go straight up to it until the first turn comes back again. Now, the brakes, slide it down, and this will also keep away from the sand trap, unless it might be able to have this to be well controlled. Alright, so looks like first place main leader is the BMW M4. This guy has to take one last chance until the final lap comes, because this is going to get a little bit tougher for folks. Using that E-type might be coming straight at it. That will also just get a little bit much more efficient through performance. We'll be able to have the better sweet spot to go in on the inside of the apex. Final lap, and this is it. This is going to be quite coming a little bit closer. SFR racing concept might be coming a little bit chances to beat the M4. Now, looks like this is going to be a good time to have the overtake effect. Take it in while taking on the outside turn. Very confident move, and this will be able to get closer to the M4, so this will also have to keep a little bit of speed to catch up further. Just look at that. The modern sports car is trying to beat the classic. This is going to get a little bit closer for it. Well, pretty fast for that BMW for it. E-type really needs to have a 5-speed transmission gear to go for it. Well, apparently 4-speed transmission is definitely quite giving the challenging for a classic sports car. Well, maybe this will be able to have a 5-speed transmission to be installed in for it. That will be able to get much quicker for it. So, looks like very good for a clean race bonus to be able to be quite perfect as well. Now, looks like this will be able to have some fine bonus earnings for it. Now, looks like this might be getting a little bit harder and better to beat the BMW M4. Now, let's just get ready to have that 5-speed transmission for a spin, and let's see how it goes to be very efficient fast and improved performance. Now, looks like this is going to be quite good. Third gear might be able to get a little bit of engine start set up with from first gear, and then this will also get a little bit better improvement for having a driving style performance on the track. Now, looks like this is going to be one quick chance to win for both. 5-speed transmission is the best key to improve for racing performance. That will also to get a little bit chance to win. Now, this will be able to have a better improvement rather than the standard transmission gear for it by default. Just take a look at this fast improvement for number of mileage distance to be able to show for it, because this might be getting a little bit closer and better. Wow, Dodge really wants to stay in the same position for it along with the RX 500. So let's just get a little bit of double overtake on the middle section. Now, looks like it's going to be coming closer for it. Second lap might be going in for it. Now, that was a fine, pretty efficient plastic performance to make the E-type improve better. So that will also to get a little bit chance to race hard with sports hard tires will be going into it. Now here comes for the F-150 Raptor. This might be going to be a little bit closer to make it a little right open. Excellent. This will also to get a little bit better pass to see if there's an all-wheel drive vehicle might be coming in while driving on a certain track for it. Just kind of make one inside closer right on the Mustang, and then third lap is going to have to get a little bit halfway there, ladies and gents. This is going to be quite coming closer to have the old school race with having a one singular Jaguar E-type will be going right in for it. Okay, looks like Aston Martin is going to have to make a little bit catch up to the Ferrari GTO. Now this will be getting a little bit closer to get in and make that overtake on the hidden headlights Ferrari. Much applause and then cheerio for having a one victory lap before having a nice cup of tea. Because this will also to get a little bit better to quick it up a notch for it. Fourth lap, only 2 more to go. This will have to get a little bit much faster hard performance to get it in for it. 5-speed transmission is the best way to beat tougher opponents, because this will be able to be on a high alert on the KTM Expo R. Because this might be getting a little bit better for it. Three more cars to go. Looks like BMW, Porsche, and Ferrari 512 BV is definitely quite coming on the right clock. Now this is going to have to get a little bit closer better for it. The saviness for the final lap will be the BMW M4. Will be quite going in on a fast, efficient challenge for it. Just only got to take 1 lap to overtake the Porsche 911 GT3 model 996. Then let's save this for one last chance for the BMW M4 to come and be in second place. Perfect. Handling improved. Now this will also to get a little bit better for it. Now this might be the right time to do a little bit of quick draft, and then this will also to be on the coming corners to be on the lookout for it. earlier best chance to win, earlier best chance to have one classic sports car to be in first place, and then final lap it's gonna be on its way. This is gonna be quite good for a classic sports car to race hard against tougher opponents. But this will be able to get much more better improvements, so this will also need to have upgrades with weight reduction and max power for it. That will also to make that classic sports car to get much improved stronger to beat any kind of strong high power and class sports performance to be able to get a little bit much better for it. Now, time for a little bit of hard pace for it. M4 really wants to stay in first place for it, but the E-type will also have to make the best checker flag for the UK. Last turn and final stretch, and it's gonna be on its way for a one classic victory lap. Just gonna have to get this E-type over to the checker flag to be able to get it in, and then a perfect win. Wow, that was pretty awesome for an old dog who can probably had to do some new tricks for it. That will be quite old school style, folks. Old school driving racing is definitely the best. Now, looks like pretty good for having a little standard earnings might be going in for it. Now, let's just go and take it in for it, and looks like halfway there to finish the daily workout finish for it. So that might be pretty good for a classic sports car to race hard for it. Now, looks like I'll be able to have to get started for the next round. So, looks like it's time to get ready to race on Dragon Trail Seaside, and this will be able to have a fine daytime at 10 a.m. in the morning for it. So, looks like this will be able to start out with 3 laps, so that will be much better for it. Grid start might be going in for it, because this time, strong straight corners means a better performance will be able to get a little bit faster to be quite giving a good use for a 4-speed transmission to get a little bit much closer for it. Now, this might be quite very good for the classic sports car to be able to race hard with the modern sports car. So that might be quite getting a better standard performance to compare with different models with the fastest HP around here for it. So this will be quite giving a little bit challenge to be prepared. So let's go and let's give it a 4-speed transmission challenge to be prepared for it. Now, this will be able to use the sports soft tires, and this will be quite good to race hard and race better for it, because this old dog really wants to get ready to have a little bit chance to be in first place, but the greatest comeback has never shown. Now, looks like they just definitely made a fast head start, and the E-type is going to get a little bit better for it to catch up with the rest of them. Now, looks like this might be the right time to make it go a little pass up ahead. Just gonna have to be very cautious to be able to stay on second gear for it. Third gear might be getting a little bit semi-chance to reach a little bit faster until fourth gear for it. Ooh, looks like talk about getting a little bit new skills for the E-type. We'll be able to get a little bit faster by now. Okay, looks like this is gonna get a little bit S corners will be going in for it. Better have to watch out for that Lamborghini Mira, and also the Nissan Skyline as well, because this might be getting a little bit closer to make one passing overtake when going on the straight. 4-speed transmission, perfect timing to go faster for it. Now, looks like the right time to do a little braking point and then take that sharp hairpin going on, and let's head over to the bus top corner and see how it goes. one pass turn without pulling a brake. Then there's the hard one for it. Better to take a little less braking points to get in for it. Wow, that was pretty intense for it. No one else doesn't want to have to get a little bit crash on it, because this will be able to get a little bit much closer for it, because this may take last for only 3 laps for the race for it. Now this will also to get a little bit chance to see that the classic cars will be able to get chances to race hard. Fourth speed might be the perfect time to stay on straight. Let's see how it goes and make a little bit pass on the Ferrari GTO. Excellent. I like that overtake on the Ferrari. Well, very close, and looks like the KTM Expo R is definitely making on the overtake rush, because this might be able to get a little bit hard challenge for it. Classic and modern sports cars are quite getting a little bit harder and much tougher to be able to face with for it. Excellent, very good. Now, gonna have to make a little overtake pass on the SFR Racing Toyota Concept, because it looks like it might be getting a little bit step closer to beat the Expo R. Vantage up for the Aston Martin, goes second, and then takes on the third overtake by a classic sports car. Now, looks like it's going to be quite very good to get a little bit closer to the BMW M4. Good thing one extra lap might be able to have a chance to win. That will be quite very good to have the modern sports car versus classic sports car to get a little bit race hard and race better to get kick it up a notch. Race slide better. Try not to get a little bit spin around here, but otherwise it may be completely spin out for it. Better to watch myself, because this might be getting a little bit tougher for it. Now, looks like this is going to be quite coming closer for it. Gonna have to take the last turn, and then final lap is going to be on its ticket way home. Now, this will be able to get a little bit straight much further for it, folks. Here we go, final lap. Let's beat this BMW M4 to be in second place, and the E-type will be in first. Let's slide it in, and then let's see for the braking point on the first turn. Pretty good for the first place driver on the E-type. It's going to be an excitement run for a Jaguar classic sports car to go in for it, because this will be getting a little bit commonly better for it. Now, looks like this is going to be one last chance to be able to race hard for it. Glad that sports soft tires might be the good use for it. We'll be able to have that best chance. Now, looks like this will be able to get a little bit much better for it. Let's see how the E-type might be able to master the Dragon Trail Seaside layout corner. Will be very good for it. Just gonna have that apex to be able to get a little bit chance to improve the total of gap time by seconds. Very much improvement. Now, let's see if we might be able to get better chances on the bus stops whenever you saw apex coming right in. Oh man. Yeah, I kind of think that was quite very tougher for it. That should be very highly careful when using a classic sports car. Yeah, that was quite giving a little bit of hard race to be able to have the vintage race for it. Now, looks like this is going to be a little bit better for it. Well, turns out that this race is going to be a 1 accidental for a recipe of a failure for it. Now, looks like it's gonna have to take one last stretch for it. Very good. Now, this might be better chances to do it. Try not to hit anything while in the bus stop corner. That could be completely spin out or having a tragic result that will also to call it in on the no passing zone on the yellow flag. But this might be quite very light doable for it. Now, looks like it's time to get ready to have to earn out some small earnings for it. 6th place might be the better way to try harder next time for it. Now, originally, just did my best to be able to race hard on the Dragon Trail corner. So, looks like it's time to get ready for having a one last race. So, looks like it's time for Circuit de Barcelona Catalonia Grand Prix layout. So this will be able to get one last round. So this will be able to go in for it. Now, looks like this will also to begin with last 2 laps for it. Time to get ready to race on the Mexican-Spanish track to be able to go in for it. Because this is very perfect for taking 2 laps on the Barcelona track. Will be able to get challenging for it. This will be able to be prepared. Because this will also to have a better perfect chance for the classic sports car to masterize on the Spanish track layout course. Will be able to keep it in for it. Now, looks like this is gonna be one last round for having a better chance for the E-type. And this time we'll be able to go on a rolling start. So let's be prepared. Okay, pretty good chance to have a little bit better chance to do a little bit drag on it. Because this will be able to have the TCS 0 and probably the best way to have this well stationary. Brake balance will also help you out for during this race. Okay, here comes the first turn, entering the school course layout. Class is in session, and let's see how the E-type is going to have to go a little bit much basic to be able to go on the inside turns to see the apex on it. Okay, pretty successful turn, and then take a little pass by on the boundary line on the school course layout. Very impressive to stay on the inside turn and then go straight forward. Now, looks like the Expo R is definitely quite going a little bit harder for it. Because this will be able to get a little bit basic now on the school course layout. Class dismissed, now entering on the compact course. Now, pretty impressive to be able to have the apex for using classic sports car. Will be able to get a little bit challenging to be able to have this well balanced for it. Now, this will also to give it in for it. Here comes the sharp hairpin corner. Better to be prepared whenever you saw the double cone. That's your main cue to be able to have the main purpose. 6 more to go. Now, probably I'm on 6th position to be able to go pass by in for it. Now, looks like good thing to be able to pass the 40 Mark 1. Then here comes the hard chicane part. Just gonna have to take a little dive in slowly and then take that cone to be able to guide you in. Okay, here it goes. Final lap and then back to school course layout section to be able to have the masterize on the first course. Now actually, it's only just a Grand Prix track layout. because everything is all defined up for it. So this will be able to have a better challenge for any N-Class cars to be able to race on the Barcelona track. Very good. That will be able to have the wide open right turn corner will be getting a little bit successful and challenging. Then comes the hairpin blind corner to be approached. Now look at that green Porsche 911 GT3 996 model. Perfect time to go a little bit inside overtake pass to beat the BMW M4. Perfect classic style racing for it. Now this will be able to get a chance up for it. Just gonna do an early braking point, and this will also have a little bit of green support when on the apex. Will guide to help you something for it. Almost there. This will be able to get a little bit chance closer for it. Mastering the Barcelona track means a classic car can also give a chance to race hard and race better for it. Now, looks like this is gonna have to get a little bit fallback gap distance by seconds for it. BMW M4 is gonna be quite coming a little bit closer to the finish line, because I hope this might be the last lap to be able to be running out of corners. A perfect chance. Now, this will be the perfect way to see it. Well, unfortunately, 5-speed transmission might be getting a better close adjustment next time for it. So, looks like that's definitely a second place clear, because I guess that the M4 finally got the gold. Good thing E-type is now finally got in second place for a silver medal for it. Now, this might be quite giving a heads up reminder tip when using a classic sports car. KTM Expo R is the main highest tougher opponent in the N-Class category of 300. So this might be getting a little bit better to be closer next time. Tough opponents means a better way to have a fast improvement to be able to race hard and race win for it. So looks like it's pretty good that I just did a clean race bonus for it. Now, looks like daily workout finished, and then it's all done for now. That was quite a good race for today on the Barcelona track, but definitely the last race on Dragon Trail Seaside turns out to be a little bit of mistaken on the bus stop corner, so this will be able to perform nicely next time. So let's see which vehicle should I get for the daily workout, and looks like a Honda Sports Vision Gran Turismo. Very cool red color for it, like a Honda NSX. Now, looks like pretty good to take a good look on the mileage exchange update for it. So looks like there's some actual colors is now on the list for it. So looks like I might be able to buy the Osuro metallic. So this might be where available to buy for it. Well, looks like it's already got all the actual colors to be checked out for it. So that was already quite blue mark check for it to see. Well, definitely the best classic sports car with a 100,000 expensive range for it, because this is a very good classic sports car with a Jaguar E-type coupe with a 1960s model for it. Well, maybe I might be able to keep continuing on to do some trying out race for it, and looks like good news is that I just finally received a Mach 40 Mustang from one of the GT Awards SEMA. So looks like that's gonna be in the next on the list, because I just really want to try it out for it. Well, good thing I just did practicing yesterday for it, just trying out for a spin, and looks like I'll be able to try out the Mach 40 for the next custom race for it. So this is going to be quite cool to be able to have that custom Mustang to be in it as well. Okay folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching. And before at the end of this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. And also the links on the description below if you want to see more. Well, I'll see you guys next time to continuing on racing on Gran Turismo Sport. And I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool, and stay classic for a sports car vintage.